Okay, Ayman. Hassan Al-Aitan. Muhammad Al-Auda. Mahdi. Not here. Ali Al-Banyan. John. Ibrahim Al-Bakshi. Hassan Al-Ibrahim. Khadem. Okay, now we're going to go to the speaking and listening book, and let's finish the tag questions in that book if there are any. We're almost finished the grammar here. Okay?
So, can I say I have loved you?
No, you can't. She has loved you.
I have loved you.
I have, yes. I have loved you, haven't I? I hope not.
She has loved him, but she loved him, and she didn't love him anymore.
She has loved him, maybe. It could be in the past, or it could be continuing. Yeah. We don't have enough information. Yeah, that's the problem with these tenses, is you always need a story. So, where's that story?
So why do you think she has loved him? Why don't you say she loved him?
Because we don't have enough information. It all depends upon how much information you have.
So if I have information, I say she loved him.
Yes, if it's finished, it's over, she loved him.
I don't have information, you say she has loved him.
Yeah, but you're also asking a question about love, and sometimes love doesn't disappear like that. It's complicated, because I have loved her means that in the past I loved her, but I still have feelings for her, even today. So it's always more complicated with some words. Yeah. If it's finished, like I hit him, that's finished. I have hit him, that sounds very strange. Okay? Alright, so guys, page 97, number 2, let's do this together as a group. Okay, I'd like you to begin with us, Hassan Al-Ibrahim. Okay, I'm going to read A and you read B. Okay? You've heard about the Red Hat Society, haven't you?
Yes, I have. It's an amazing story, isn't it?
Good. So, when you say isn't it, Hassan, can you raise it? It's an amazing story, isn't it?
Okay. Yes, I have. It is an amazing story, isn't it?
Good. Okay, now go to A. They don't. Al-Wabadi? They don't have organizations.
They don't have organizations like that in our countries. Do they?
Can you change it? Do they?
Of course they do.
No. Say A again. A again. They don't have.
They don't have organizations like that in our countries.
In other countries.
Do they?
Yeah. Do they? Yeah. Well, what's the difference between do they and do they? What's the difference between them? Do they?
Today you're asking, but
One of them for
if it's up, you ask.
expecting the answer, and that's another for acts.
This is a
Actually, no. We are expecting answers for both of them. Do they?
This is
Do
a
they?
question. Said
No, they're both questions, but one
One is the top expecting the answer to be yes. Expecting the answer to be negative.
Okay. The difference is I don't know and I know.
so it's a comment.
Okay, yeah. Basically, this type question is I just want you to confirm it to make. I'm making sure.
As the class example.
Yes. Kalam, you're from Hafuf, aren't you?
No,
See, I thought he was, and he told me wrong, so I needed that confirmation. Okay. You're a teenager, aren't you? Yeah. See, I wasn't sure. I just didn't know. Yeah. Ivan, you're touching your face, aren't you? Aren't you? See, I knew that because I could see it, so I didn't have to ask him in the first way, just because I knew. Okay. So that's the two ways we usually use them. This and this. This is going down. Do they? Okay, so let's continue. B, of course they do. Ahmad.
What?
2B, right there. Of course they do. You'll find it. Okay, Maj, page 97, reading, sorry, listening and speaking book.
Oh, okay.
Of course they. You have heard about the International Federation of Women. Aren't you?
Think of you. You have.
Oh, haven't you?
Yes, haven't. Is it up or down?
Haven't you? Oh, yes.
Haven't you?
Haven't you?
Okay. No, what is it? I'll solve that.
They promote lifelong education for women. They also try to create positive change and peace in the world. There's an international network of women graduates from all cultures. That's a great idea. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's not it.
Isn't it?
That's a great idea, isn't it?
He knows, I think. He knows.
Oh, you think he knows? Oh, so isn't it?
Isn't it?
Isn't it? Okay, so this one I know. That's a great idea, isn't it? Okay. Alusa. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds very inspiring. They don't have any chapters in Latin America. Do they?
Is it? I know or I don't know.
Just I know.
Well, you know.
Do they? Do they? He knows.
Does he know?
I think.
Okay.
Do they?
Do they?
Do they?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think. Mazen.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of groups throughout Latin America as well as in Asia and Europe. Why do you ask?
Okay. And finally, Hassan Al-Khan.
Well, because my family is from Latin America. You know that, don't you? What?
Don't you? Don't you?
Don't you?
You knew that.
Didn't you?
Yes. Is it I know or I don't know?
No.
Okay. I know. All right, thank you. Let's not go to the second part here, because we've got to get to writing. Writing.
Isn't you or do you?
Didn't you? Because you is past tense. You ate breakfast, didn't you? You saw a movie this morning, didn't you? You slept this morning, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, guys, writing. Reading and writing book, page 110. Okay. Now this writing is descriptive and it's imaginative. What is you with you washing your face every 10 minutes?
I didn't.
You said that last period and now you're washing your face again?
No, I didn't.
Okay, good. I'm gonna have to make some rules about this. No, just leaving the class for excuses. Okay, page 110, guys. White box. Mr. Al-Wabadi, please read the white box.
Where?
Page 110, reading and writing.
In this unit, you read about immortal life in
You
the
read
future.
or you read?
You read about immortal life in the future. Now imagine that scientists have discovered a way to make you immortal, and it is now the year 2175. What is your life like? What jobs have you had? What relationships have you had? What have you who have you married? What is your family like? What have been the advantages of living so long? What have been the disadvantages?
Keep going.
You are going to write a descriptive essay about the positive and negative aspects of your life in 2175.
Okay, so the idea for this descriptive essay is exactly the same as your assignment and the Wednesday test. The only difference is that this one is imaginative. Okay, for your assignment, you will talk about advantages and disadvantages, and for your assignment and GST, you will also talk about describing the procedure. Okay, so the year 2175. How old will you be? 2175.
81.
81. That's it. Come on.
Oh, to 181.
181.
So 181. So you're just a young guy. Yeah. But you have immortality, so when you're 181 years old, are you in good health?
Yes.
Right. Since you're immortal, will you look young or look old?
Young.
Right, you'll look young, you'll be healthy, you'll be full of vigor, okay, so you will still be, relatively speaking, a very young man, okay? Even if you're 181. However, at 181, you will have experience, will you not? Yeah, you will have been to many places, won't you? That's right.
Would you describe that man as a star, S-T-U-R-D, star or something?
S-T-U-R-D, what's that?
I don't know.
Star?
Someone describing horses who
Ah.
is good for what?
Yeah, you may be a stud. Yeah, you'll learn all about women when you're 181. That's true. Yeah, stud. Good for you, good for you. Okay, so here's what I want you to do first. Take a minute and in the colored boxes, I'd like you to put some information about what you think, imagine, your life will be like in 2175 about marriage and about longevity, okay, and about family, okay? So take a moment and put that information as ideas about that topic, okay? And careers also, put more information there. Okay, then, do you understand?
Yeah, with all people look on a God holding.
I want you to imagine that it's only you. Discovered ways to make you immortal.
Just me?
Just you.
Why would they discover something like this?
Because you're a powerful man.
Okay.
So in marriage, how I describe my marriage?
Yes. Okay. The ideal way. Oh, my ideal way. Okay. I thought you wrote something else. I thought you wrote to write
Longevity, what
my
does
stud wife.
what does longevity mean?
Longevity means that it has a long lifespan. Okay? For example, there are some trees that last for many, many years. So they have great longevity.
So should we are
About longevity?
Yes.
Your feelings about your long life. Okay, how does it feel to be having lived that long? Okay, you're going to live forever. Are you worried? Is it boring? Are you excited? Is it a great adventure?
relevant question.
Okay.
I heard that women's sexual needs are 6 to 7 times more than men.
Ah.
I'm asking you now.
We're on camera, my friend.
What is his answer? What's his question? What's the question?
We'll talk about it later. It's okay. Let's keep going. Okay. So let's get some of your ideas first of all. What do you have for marriage?
Wives.
You're gonna have 4 wives.
More than 4.
Oh, more than 4 wives. Oh yeah.
A long age.
Long age. Yeah. Okay.
The right thing I said, I'm gonna have 4 wives, or I said I have 4.
You can go both ways. Yeah. Or you can just simply write, I had many wives. I have had many wives. And you can say something like this. I have been
We talk about the future.
married 12 times. Well, that's true. We are talking about the future, but we should use the grammar from the units. That makes sense. Yes.
I would miss my first wife.
So I miss my first wife. Okay, so simple past in that case. Another one? Marriage?
I will be together with my wife the rest of my life.
You're immortal.
To the rest of my life, that's enough.
Lived with my first,
No, only one wife.
but she's mortal, she's not immortal. So I lived with my first wife until
Wow, so
she died.
am I the only immortal?
Yeah, you're special.
You're on it.
So you have more than one then?
There you go. That's right. So I lived with my first wife until she died.
No, I will change my wife in create 20 years.
So you're
Because you're right.
So let's go past simple fact. I changed
No, I have the
wives
switching the wives every 5 years.
every 20 years. And Kadam says I switched wives every 5 days. Is that right? He's a busy man.
I'll marry only 20s, only women in their 20s, like that.
So I have married,
Only
or I have only
married
married women
in their 20s.
in their 20s. Okay. And we call these kind of women nubile. Nubile women.
That's good.
Nubile means able to have children.
So fertile.
Yes, they are fertile. Yep. But nubile also means more than that. We'll tell you later.
More than that.
Understandable.
Okay?
So we can say, I love all of my wives.
Yes, you can. I have loved, or I loved.
I love,
Yep.
I'm sure.
Okay. I loved all my wives. Okay. Let's go to family. Yes.
What's the sense of the first
I have been.
I've been married 12 times is present perfect. EP.
MVP.
Is that okay? No. I've been married 12 times. It's just present perfect. You're thinking of passive voice. Yeah, a little different. Okay? Yes.
I have more than 100 sons.
I have more than 100 sons. What happened to your daughters? Did you kill them? Where did they go?
Offspring.
Offspring. What is offspring then?
Your son, your children.
Right, your children. So I have more than 100 sons? Let's use the tense. Now when you say I have, are they all alive?
Yeah.
Every one of them is alive.
Yes.
You're 181 years old.
No,
Everyone has immortality.
No, only you.
they have half.
They inherited it.
Huh?
They inherited it.
Or half of it.
So they got half, so they're going to live long lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'll accept that. I have more than 100 offspring. Okay?
I
More,
have opened
family.
my own compound.
What?
I have opened compounds to raise my family.
I have moved
Compounds?
to a beautiful compound
But isn't that a house?
My whole
Or a house?
with my family. Is it a house?
It's a part of a house, no.
No, compound is the whole area.
Yes, I know, but here, the bubbles. There's a special bubble for house.
Live in a house pot floating above the earth, cloud like.
I have many of ex-wives.
I moved to a beautiful compound with my family because my house pod
You can call it, yes.
is under repair.
How? I think it's fall out. Go on.
Okay, next.
Can we say? Can
Let's
we
go to
say-
careers.
Huh?
Let's go to careers.
Okay, just a minute.
I have rising my family since I thought crazy.
My family loves me. I love you.
Yeah, I have raised my family since I had my family.
I'm married since I had the first baby since
I took care of them.
I
I wanted to
have raised my family with, I don't know how to,
I have been responsible since my first child.
I have raised my family with little help from my wives. Okay, in that case, there's an idea. Okay. All right, career. Go ahead, Uncle Buddy.
I would be super rich.
I would be, or I was.
I am.
Oh, I am. I have been. I have been super rich. Okay. More.
I changed careers after I read the job at every career.
What?
You understand?
What?
I enter a career. Once I read the top of it, I change it like that.
I ate my career?
I ate it, yes.
I
I accomplished everything in my
I
career,
ate it.
then I changed it.
I have accomplished so much in my 36 careers that now I am the master.
I have one.
Go ahead.
Companies have started to begin me to join them.
What?
Companies have started to beg me to join them.
Somebody else?
started begging me to join.
Okay. Companies have, why?
Because I have experiences.
Good.
Because I'm awesome.
Okay, begging me to join them because I am
Cool.
the master.
I have taken control of Samsung and Apple companies, even Mercedes and Volvo. I have taken control.
Well, I gotta meet the master. Okay, one more.
I have taken control of all global companies.
I have taken control of all global companies.
Apple, Samsung,
Ladies.
all of them. Taking control is much stronger.
This is more strong in the world. Yeah, I like that. I like yours too. But I want to move on. Yes.
I work in my own hotel room.
I worked
I work in my own hotel room.
I worked in my own hotel on the moon.
What?
On the moon.
What do you mean I worked? Do you mean I owned?
I own it.
I create.
my own.
I'm arranging special trips to the moon.
I don't know. I had
Arranged
my own
Hotel.
hotel
on the surface of the sun.
on the moon. On the surface of the sun. Okay, anyways, that's enough. Okay, let's jump to descriptive essay, gentlemen. Look at the white box. Could you read number 1, please, Abdul Wahab? Page 111.
One have an introduce that capture the reader's attention by telling an interesting introduce or story.
Yeah, anecdotes. What is an anecdote?
Small story.
Small story. Anybody else? Anecdote. Huh? A lie. Yes. Anecdote. Anecdote is a personal story. Maybe what happened to you or somebody you know. Okay.
Can you start one question?
Can you start with a question? Sure.
You can use the tag question.
Can you use tag question? Sure. Yeah, as long as it's a tag question, the answer is I know. Unless you're going to talk about it. Okay, in that case. Number 2, Hassan, will you read number 2?
You're destroying
Imagery.
imagery. Try to create mental pictures for your reader by using descriptive adjectives and details.
Good. So now we're going to use all those delicious adjectives. What are they? Impetuous, tolerable, all those beautiful.
I'm describing my beautiful life and I'm using impetuous.
Sure, why not? When I was young, I was impetuous. Huh? That's how it works. Okay, Al-Sultan, number 3.
Rely on the sensory details that create strong sensory images by describing smells, sights, sounds, taste, and sense of touch.
Okay, number 3 is quite important because if you bring in sensory details, what are you bringing into your story, Hassan?
Like using
If you bring in the sense of smell, the food that you smell, you give right, you bring it alive, you create life.
like discussing like a little big.
If you want to, you can do a disgusting smell or a disgusting sight. That's up to you. And not too disgusting or people won't read it. That's the only thing, okay? Number 4, Ivan.
Have a clue. Bring the ideas of the essay to